If you have been wanting to create a budget but you're just overwhelmed with all those budgeting apps or even Google Sheet, in this video I'll show exactly how you can create a fully functional budget using just a piece of a paper and a pen. Yes, the old school way. In just 5 simple steps, you will know exactly how to budget using a pen and a paper. I've been budgeting myself for years, and that's the main reason why I was able to pay off all my debt, grow my net worth, and still growing, and gain control of my overall finances. It doesn't even have to be perfect when you're starting. What's important is that you start. You start from today. Not tomorrow, not next week or next month, but from today. Even better if you can follow along with me, and I'll show exactly how it's done. Now, you can use any piece of paper and a pen, but since we're talking about budgeting, it's best to be organized, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a pre-made template, which I've printed out. So you can see it's a monthly budget template. Also got a weekly budget template. If you're someone who prefers doing a weekly budget, or maybe you're paid weekly, you can use the weekly budget template as well. But I'll show you the more common one, which is the monthly budget. All right, so there are a few sections to it, but I'll start with the income. Write down all of your income and add it up. So of course, you will want to list your salary, your main source of income, any side hustles that you may have, and any money coming in. Make sure to include that as long as it's guaranteed money coming in for the upcoming month. Now, if your income is irregular, write down the minimum amount of money that you expect to receive. It is better to be conservative with these numbers. So if you're thinking, oh, I might make 800 for my side hustles, but more realistically it could be 300, I would go with 300 instead of that inflated number. And then of course you will want to add up all your income and be sure to write down the total amount. Just a small tip here, budget with your net income. So that's the money that is coming to you after taxes. It's easier that way. By the way, this template comes as a fillable PDF as well. If you prefer using it on an iPad or your laptop and keep it digital, that's also possible with this template. All right, so moving on to the next step is list all your bills and expenses and add them up. So you can choose to organize your expenses by needs, wants, debt payments, but personally, I just prefer to add all my expenses. So for example, I would probably start with housing. It could be rent or mortgage, then utilities, internet and phone bills, groceries, transportation, insurance, and probably shopping, eating out, and anything extra or any other regular monthly spendings. So once you've listed all your expenses as well as the amount that you're budgeting for each, add them up and be sure to write down the total. All right, so step number 3 is to subtract your total expenses from your total income. This will show you if you have money left over or if you are overspending and need to make some changes. You will basically end up in one of the following 3 scenarios. Scenario number 1 is that your income doesn't cover your expenses. This means that you are in red. Basically, you would end up either going further into debt or not being able to pay all your bills in the month. Scenario number 2, you're able to cover all your expenses with your income, but there's no money left over for you to make extra debt payment or to save money or to invest. That's basically you're living paycheck to paycheck. Or you're in scenario number 3, which is where your income is able to cover all your expenses and there's still money left over, meaning you could make extra debt payments or save money or invest or even both. No matter which scenario you're in, I highly suggest that you cut or optimize your expenses. All right, so step 4 is track your spending. So at this point, you've already made the budget, which is great. But moving forward, you need to track your spending. And I would say that's even more important than the actual budgeting itself. You can sit down and make a budget every single month following the steps that we have gone through, right? But if you don't know where your money is going, those budgets are pointless. So for example, if you said, let's say $500 for groceries and you're not tracking how much exactly you're spending, let's say you end up spending $800 or even $1,000 on groceries and have no idea, but you feel like you're doing something good, you're feeling productive because you're actually doing a budget, but since you're not actually tracking your spending, it has no value. It's not helping. So tracking is the key. Personally, I track my spending in real time using Google Sheets. I do have a separate video on how I manage my finances using Google Sheets. I'll put the link below if you're interested. But if I spend any money, I'll open up my Google Sheet every Sunday. I'll take about 15 minutes to update any spending that I've done so that it's updated there before I forget about it. This is definitely a habit that I've built up and it works really well for me. And I understand that it can take some time to build that habit. I'd highly recommend you to start building that habit as well, at least tracking your spending on a weekly basis. Step number 5 is rinse and repeat this process every single month. And trust me, budgeting gets so much easier with time because now you're tracking your spending and you have all these data to refer back to, and with time it'll get more accurate. Well, every month the budget will look a bit different, which is why you want to do budget every single month. So always keep the upcoming month in mind when you're going to create a budget, because there's going to be a month where you've got extra expenses. Maybe you've got holiday plan, or you've got car registration payment, or some other extra payments that's not usual. So those sort of things needs to be considered. So every month will look different, but if you do like an overall 1-year cycle, if you do the entire budget, and then you can go back to your previous year, and every month you'll have more data, and with time you'll get better at it. So to recap, write down and add up all your net income, list all of your expenses and add those up, subtract your expenses from your income, plus optimize your expenses where you can, track your spending, and then repeat for the following months. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that I personally use Google Sheet for creating my budget and tracking my spending because that's a personal preference. I feel more comfortable with that because I just think that's easier that way. So if you're interested in learning on how I manage my finances, you can check this video. I'll put the link in the description as well as somewhere here. As always, if you like what I do, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section which app or which tool do you use for your personal finances. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.